Hey guys, so you may have seen my recent unboxing video where YesStyle sent me a beauty themed package and I had no idea what was going to be inside, but I got these products and today I'm here to finally test them out. So we're going to start with the makeup section and then tonight I'll try out the skincare. I've already prepped my eyes, like base, brows, and we're going to do something that I normally never do, and I don't think I've ever done this for my makeup routine, but this product is also new to me, so we're gonna experiment. So it is this McQueen eyeliner, and this is a gel pencil liner. And I personally am very used to using liquid liners, so I'm gonna try that technique that I've seen on Instagram where people start with like the dark liner and then they blend the shadow up and out of it instead of kind of the other way around, which I'm used to. Usually I just put on my eyeshadow and then go in with eyeliner, but I'm gonna try to do like a very different eyeshadow like look and shape than I normally do. So we're gonna experiment. Alright, so here is what the tip looks like, and let's see how it goes on the eye. I'm so far from the mirror, this is weird. Okay, we're gonna do our best. I don't even know where to start. Wow, I've never used this type of liner. I guess we could go inner corner out, so I'll just like very finely tight line by my lashes. You know what, this is a little far for me to see clearly, so we're gonna zoom in a tad bit here. There we go, hopefully you can see that okay. Okay, I cannot do this so far from the mirror, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna put it on and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I've applied the base here, as you can see, and I definitely noticed that this pencil requires some blending. So if you can see the difference between this side and my left, this one I blended out a bit with a fine pointed brush like this, and that makes a pretty big difference. And yeah, I think we're gonna have to definitely blend it into the eyeshadow. So if you want like a very precise line, this will be tough. You might be able to sharpen it so it's a little thinner, that could also work, but I would definitely say this feels more like a blending pencil to me. I mean, I definitely would have to get used to the texture anyway because I'm not that familiar with using it, but yeah, getting a really precise line is difficult, so I would personally use this for like blended looks. I will say the color payoff is really great though, because as you can tell, it's pretty pitch black, especially where I went over it a lot on this wing part. Okay, this is so different from my normal makeup routine, but we're gonna go in with a dark shadow next and start blending it up. I really hope this turns out well. It's my first time ever doing something like this. So the eyeshadow palette they sent me is this Karenko one, and it's called the Shabam Shabam Eyeshadow Art Palette, or Eyeshadow Bar Palette, sorry. And this is the fourth one, which is called Venice Night. Unfortunately, when I received this in the mail, a couple of the shades were broken, like the shimmery ones on this end, but I did manage to like press them down. So if you see like a bit of an odd texture, it's because I used a stamp to kind of press them down, but they felt very soft and I'm sure it's going to be fine to use. Just, you know, be wary. They are very, like the shimmers especially are soft and they can break, so try not to drop the palette. I really want to try to test out all the shades, so I'll see what I can do. Alright, so I'm going to start with this dark brown shade here. Well, starting with dark shades is so backwards for me, but we're going to dip into it and then try to blend it out with this black liner. Alright, so to finish blending this out, I actually had to bring in a darker shade from another palette because this like difference between the black and that brown was just a little too much and it wasn't going to blend together, so I went into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette and I went into Dystopian, this dark brown shade right here, and then that created a better transition between the liner and the shadow. It's not perfect again because please keep in mind it's my first time ever doing anything like this, so I definitely need some practice and experience with this type of makeup, but it turned out kind of alright, and I think with the rest of everything on top it'll be even better. So let's just continue playing with the eyeshadow. So I'm going to start blending the shades upward from dark to light, and so I'm going to go in with this matte shade right here, and we're going to build that upward. Okay, I feel like the blend is definitely getting a little bit better. So finally the palest shade up at the top here. Okay, that actually turned out pretty cool. Very like out of character for me though, because if you guys have seen my videos before, you know that normally I would do the dark part in my crease and then I would go in with a lighter shade on my lid. And so this is like completely backward to my usual makeup style, but that's what makes it fun to play with. So I think it looks pretty cool, and let's top it off with some glitter, shall we? Okay, so I said I wanted to try using every shade. So on the outer corner, we're gonna go in with this reddish one in the corner. I'm gonna just try it with a brush. Usually I would do this kind of thing with my fingers, but I feel like I need to be a little more precise for this, so I'm gonna... That is quite pretty. Okay, then the next shade I'll try on top is this guy right here, this pink. Definitely we're seeing some bigger chunks of glitter. Wow, yeah, okay, with the brush, this shade definitely impressed me even more. That is really pretty. And overall, just to be honest, I would prefer this look without the black eyeliner because I feel like that just makes it a lot more dark and harsh, and these colors I think would look a lot prettier in a slightly more natural look just using what's here. I feel like the black just made it a little too like smoky and intense for my liking with these types of colors, so I'll definitely have to try that technique as well, but it is pretty. Okay, now that I've done the second eye, I am so in love with the glitter shadow, especially like this one with the big chunky glitter in it. I've never used any shadow quite like this, where like it's so creamy that it almost feels like a cream. It's definitely a powder, but it almost has that creamy feeling, and like those big chunks of glitter almost like I applied a glitter over top instead of just a shadow, so it's very pretty. Okay, I'm gonna throw on some concealer and then do the bottom lid. Okay, we're gonna finish off the lower lid. I'm just gonna use these two darker shades first. Oh, it's not even in the frame. These two darker shades first. Just run that all, or not all along, but like until here, because I'm going to try that last glitter shade towards the inner corner. I'm actually also going to go back in with the darkest shade from the Anastasia palette just to blend this together a bit more into the lower lash line. Okay, now let's try that shimmer shade. Okay, so we're going to go into the top one up here. Okay, I think you can definitely see that. I would love to try this all over the lid too. A little too many shades for one day, but very pretty. Be back with mascara. Okay, I returned with more of the mascara. I did my foundation and contouring, and now we're gonna hop into the blush that they sent me, which is this Peri Para Sunshine Cheek You Already Shine shade 4. Cute packaging. Definitely like, oh, look at all the shadow on my hands. Definitely like more of an orangey brownie type of tone to it, which I quite like. Very pretty. Okay, let's try her out. Okay, very light for now. That's good that it's buildable. I don't need a big orange blob on my face. That is quite cute. There it is. I'm sure you can see. That's cute. I really like that shade. It does actually match the look decently well. I thought it wouldn't because like the eyeshadow is a bit more pinky, but it does have some like warm orangey-ish tones in it too, so that works. Okay, the blush is definitely a strong A+. I really like it. So then this product is like an in-between of two things that we're trying now, because I also have a lip tint coming up. But this is both a blush and lip balm. So you can use it either way, and we're gonna try both. Maybe I should have left one side blank for this blush, but it's okay. We're gonna just put this blush on top, and I'm sure you'll still be able to see the color. And then we'll try it on my lips before the other lip tint. So it comes in this like paint-inspired packaging, which is so cute. I miss painting, it's been a while. Yeah, I really love the aesthetic of this, it's very cute. I'm just gonna squeeze a tiny bit onto my finger. Where am I in focus? Maybe right here. I definitely want very little, because again, I don't need big blobs on my cheeks. So we're gonna take a little bit of it like this and just dab, and then I'm just gonna use my finger to blend this out. See what happens. I do usually find I have a slightly harder time controlling the application of these sorts of products because they're liquid as opposed to powder, where I can like put it exactly where I want it with the brush. But I feel like if I just touch it up with a beauty blender around the parts that I don't want to be as intense, it comes out very cute as well. Yeah, honestly, I feel like blending in liquid products gives a slightly more natural look than powder, but definitely both nice. Put a bit on this side as well. I like that it blends out because like it looks intense at first, but you can definitely work with it to even it out and make it not so bright. Like it'll blend in with your skin if you just keep patting. Nice, I think that came out pretty cute. Okay, we are blushed. And then I'm gonna put what's left on my lips because it also can work as a lip balm. Oh, that was very neat. Wow, look at me go. Okay, I am already a very big fan of the texture of this. It looks like there is nothing on your lips. Like, it gave color without giving any sort of, like, weird texture or seeming overlay. Like, it blended out so thin that it genuinely just gives you, like, it looks like a tint after you've taken it off and it just, like, stained your lips. That's kind of what this looks like to me. That's impressive. This is really pretty. I really like the shade, too, because, like, it looks bright and pretty intense when it's just right out of the tube, but it blends out into a really pretty color. Okay, this is so much fun for me to play with. I love this type of stuff. And you can keep building it to make it redder, I think. So yeah, I like how much control you have with this product. Okay, wow. I love this. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna dab this off a bit. See, it even retains color pretty well. And for the final product, we have this Romand Glass Sting Water Tint, and it is in the shade Three Witches Brick River. This is actually something I already wanted to buy before they sent it to me, so really lucked out there. God, these look so pretty on. I'm gonna spill a secret. I've already tried this on because I couldn't wait to film. But it is very pretty. Let me show you. I love the formula. K-Beauty lip products are really on another level. And go light first. Wow, like look how pretty of a gradient it makes with the, what's it called, the balm that I just used. Oh my god, so pretty. Okay, now I'll show you a fuller lip. Okay, that's what it looks like. Like I feel like at no point is it entirely opaque, but it gives you more of like that film of color over your lips type of look, and which again is different than anything I've ever tried in American beauty products or things I'm used to using. If things like this do exist in Western brands, then I haven't experienced them yet, but this is definitely a new sort of formula for me, and oh, it's so pretty. I also managed to get most of the dead skin off of my lips, so you can actually see, because like if you have dead skin on your lips, it does cling to the patches. I've found that pretty much every tint does that, so you do want to try and keep your lips quite smooth to get like an even distribution of color, which is tough for me because my lips are always peeling and really dry, which is actually going to help me test out the lip mask that I'm going to try later in this video that also came in this box. But yeah, oh my god, I'm really happy with the lip products. I am especially lately obsessed with lip products, so. I also have to point out to you guys how well this stain stays on. Like, I just ate and look at it. The color is still so prominent. Yeah, Romand Glass Sting Tint really impressed me. Like, being able to eat with a red lip on without worrying about smearing it is just a whole new level of freedom. I'm gonna top this look off with some ColourPop highlighter. Oh, can you see that? Oh, let's go. I actually used this stuff as an eyeshadow when I was filming my outfits video yesterday, and I love the way that looked too. Such a pretty champagne-y sort of shade. Gotta do an inner corner highlight, of course. And where would we be without a brow highlight? Okay, I think we're officially ready for the day. So, final look. Definitely something very different for me and quite a different style than I normally go for. But as always, I had a lot of fun playing with it, and I definitely really enjoyed the products, and I can't wait to keep playing with them and like creating different looks. And there goes the garage. Always like right as I'm finishing off a video, the garage opens. Incredible. Well, actually the video's not over yet. I still have the skincare section, so see ya there.